Today is 2/24, 2025/13, because the Spirit asked me to say that, and it is 9:31 p.m. and I'm making this video to discuss what you see here now. I told you last year, the great mother was saying how, now I'm not speaking to everybody, I'm just speaking to certain ones who I'm talking to, about this dangerous woman here. And she dangerous as hell, conniving, deceitful, and she's not innocent. You see what she holding in her hand. You see what color it is. Number 15, about that game with the mojos that they be doing. And she good for her conjuring. And she learned, because our people taught her, the women taught them some things to protect themselves, because they men were treating them like garbage. So trying to help them. And you see what it got, backfired, and this is what you got. Now she sit up on high right now, and she got a lot to lose. And she done interfered in so many things now. She done got between us and our man. When they witch died with her in her wand, they snapped in half. Now I didn't know. Obviously, I didn't know all of that at the time, but yeah, their queen died because she was a master wizard, a master witch herself. So all that conjuring that they do. So something happened to me. Well, ain't nothing happened to me. They tried it, but it didn't go too well. So I was laying down, and I heard Spirit was like, mother was like, say the ancestors, spiritual guides, guardian angel, because we're heavily protected. And I heard, get up, get up. And so I get up out the bed, because I was laying in the bed, told me to get up. And well, I'm not going through all the other stuff, but they told me what to do and stuff like that. So I did it. They hear you. Well, they see you because your face is out there, which who the hell cares? So your face is out there. They see you. They hear you. You tell about their shit because that's what you're supposed to do. Now, they had their run of the shit that they did. Now it's time for us to reveal it. They don't want nobody to know. They want to be on the wraps. The mixed multitude, I'm talking about everybody, all of them. It don't really matter, because I said them skim folks are dangerous because you don't see them coming. So I, like I said, I get up and I do what I needed to do, So they send people in your dreams messing with you. They constantly doing this, conjuring. That's all they know how to do. Well, you see her, and you see what color this thing is. Dark, dark. Number 15. I don't know what she did to you, but how she did it, or whatever she did, I don't know why she doing it. But I just want you to see. Now, y'all tell me that you could defend her with her conniving, deceitful behind. These are them same, they got the young ones, because those are the same ones they send over there to them basketball players and football players, and got them all hot and bothered with their little witchery behind selves, because that's all they know how to do, conjuring and tearing us up on the down low with the crafty counsel. Just flicking that wick, the wickers, the wicked ones. And but this right here, like I said, when mother gave me that, gave me what she wrote about her, that wasn't no lie. That's the truth. You see her in action, because she's sneaky as hell, because she sit up high, and she got a lot to lose and fall down to. Because I had a dream her man was dragging her through the streets. Yes, he was dragging her because he used to beat her ass. And all our priestesses, because you know that's who mother's daughters are. Not saying all of them are, but mother got priestesses and prophetess because that's what she got. And they got a hold of it and they use it the way that they use it. Um, but so I saw this and I just thought you should see that because it wasn't no lie. This is this is the stuff that they do. They do it all the time. And ain't no need to try to defend her because she you can't defend that. Not to mention they put stuff all in our face all the time. And I had happened to I was on TV. Not when I wasn't on TV. I mean, I was messing with the television one day, and sometimes you just led to see things because I didn't know I was going to talk about nothing like this. So I happened to be turning the TV, and what do I stumble on? Because you know they be showing these movies, and I didn't know they had a movie called American Horror Story, Coven with Fiona Good, and Marie, what's her name? Marie Levenue. Levenor. I think that's the way you spell. I think that's the way you say it. Now, she was Levenor. She was a lady from the eight. I found out she was somebody. Just heard it. She was a priestess. She lived in the 1800s, but she was one of those priestesses. But she wasn't a bad woman. They said Angela Bassett played her. She was betrayed as one because that's what they do because they were afraid of great mother's daughters because they had this power. And the Christians are a freaking trip because that's the shit that they do. And then they paint this gory picture of our women and make us look some kind of way. They was good for doing that in that Catholic Church, first and second churches of Nicaea, because the woman held that power, which they got from their mama, the great mother, because the great mother has this power. Ain't nobody else got it, and they ain't never have it. So they made it seem like she was something bad, but she really wasn't. She was helping. I find out she was helping to somebody put a mojo on somebody. She went to help them. That's what she was helping, and that's what our women did. We went around helping. They turned it around and turned it into something else. Yes, they did. And the next thing you knew, they came out with that Salem witch hunt because that's the shit that they was doing, going around slaughtering mothers' daughters for absolutely no reason what the fuck so ever. So this right here, just want you to see how dangerous her ass is. Oh, she is conniving and deceitful and dangerous. Yes, she is. And they all know about our mother. But how would they make a movie like this? How? Because they know all about it. But then they'll tell you that mother's bad, mother's wicked, Baal is this, and she's that, and Asherah's this, and Asherah's that. When they know all about the priestesses and the prophetess because they learned from our mother. We learn these things from our mother, but they go and they use it and they make movies about it, and then they use it for stupid shit like sitting at a football game and making a doll out of it. I don't know what happened to him. Number 15, I don't know what the heck happened to him, but she was sitting in the football stadium doing this shit just like this over a freaking football game. Why would you use something so precious to do something so stupid like this? So she can sit. I guess to me, I think because she wanted to. She thinks she's supposed to continue. Her and her man should continue to sit and rule over something. That's all. And she's sneaky. Like I said, she's sneaky. She's sneaky as hell. But I just wanted you to see her in action. What she do, little stinking white woman with her slick ass, conniving and deceitful is what she is. And you can see how she do. No good for nothing. And if it's not you, I'm not talking to you. So if it ain't you, you didn't do it, I'm not speaking to you. And just wanted you to see her. Just look at her. Look at her. And look who she picked. And see, the thing is, look what she picked. Because they would do shit with our hair, whether y'all know it or not. They would take our hair and they would do shit with our hair. It's like everything about us, they constantly bothering you. We didn't even know we were at war. But they were at war with us, but we didn't know. We was just going on about our business and not bothering nobody. Well, I know I didn't know. I was blind and dumb to the fact. Some people did know. I just wasn't one of those people. I didn't know. I didn't have a clue. They would smile in your face and dog you out behind your back. Yes, they would. Just look at that. And like I said, it doesn't really matter what color the person, what skin tone it is. And they just all dirty. Cause even with the people who you think are okay with you, cause I had that done to me for real at this job I was working at. And I didn't know that. Well, it wasn't this type of thing, but it was just the stabbing in the back of somebody that looked just like you. She looked just like me, same tone skin and everything. So it doesn't to prove a point. I'm not saying this just because of her. No, it happens all the time. It don't really matter. It's just that she didn't make a voodoo doll and did anything like that to me. But she sure stabbed me in the back for the white woman. She did that to me at work. I was only I was 28 years old. I was pregnant with my youngest son. And I was working in the operating room. And I was a good worker. Got plenty of little write-ups, Sharice, this, that, and the third. She's a good worker, so on and so forth. So this chick, she comes up there and, was introduced to her because she was a new employee. But I was in housekeeping, so I was cleaning the operating room. And I had my little sections to clean. And eventually, I started, well, not really friends, started to talk to her, and she was talking to me. Because, I never really, I was never really that person that was always running my mouth with everybody. But, we was okay, I guess. At least I thought we was until she stabbed me in the back. Now, after we became okay with each other, I noticed that she would show up in my little areas I would work in. She would come over there. She would leave her area to come over there where I was at. And she would stay there for a little while. And I'm cleaning my little area. She following me around. Next thing I know, she made it a habit. And I'm thinking to myself, why she keep following me around in my area? How's she going to do her work when she keep following me around? I ain't thinking, so that was it. So one day, she came into an area of mine. Now this is how I want y'all to know how. And this, I was only 28, and this was in the 90s, so I had no clue about anything. This is how we were protected. I'm gonna tell you how, and I didn't have a clue. This one particular time she came into this area, it was a doctor's lounge, and I was cleaning the doctor's lounge. And she came in there, and I was standing up, and I had this high duster in my hand. And it was like it had a long handle stick so you could reach high places. And she came in there and she sat down. And I was standing. And I was going to sit down. Something said, the voice was like, it was just reached out and it said, don't you dare sit down. And don't you put that high duster out your hand. And I'm thinking to myself, who is that? But I listened. I listened to the voice. So I stood up and I'm just standing there. And at the time, I used to like to watch television. And Ricky Lake was the thing to look at, the little talk show. So I used to like to look at Ricky Lake. So I'm standing there, television going. I got the high dust in my hand. The voice told me, don't put it down and don't sit down. Stand up. So don't you dare stand. Don't you dare sit down and stand up and hold on to that high duster. And I did it. Next thing I knew, the door opened and the manager walks in. And the manager says, well, and look, well, at least one of you were working, right? But she didn't see me because as soon as the door opened, I took the high duster and proceeded to dust the top of the television. Like I was, dusting the top of the television. I just when the door opened, I just reached my hands up and just automatically I was guided to do that. And I just went and I act like I was dusting the top of the not refrigerator, the top of the television. So then that's when the manager, she made a comment. She said, well, at least it looks like one of you are working. So the manager turns around and she walks out of the lounge. And then she gets her little short, dumpy behind and she goes and runs after this white woman, right? And I can imagine what she said. She wasn't doing that the whole time. She just wasn't doing that before you got in there. But see, it didn't really make a difference because I didn't get caught. she she got caught sitting down. I wasn't sitting down because the voice told me don't sit down and don't you put that hot dust out your hand. So when that door opened, the voice covered me, and so but she was destined and determined she was gonna get me. The manager, I didn't do anything to her, so I don't know what the relationship between the two was about because I never really I didn't bother anybody. I just stayed to myself. Me staying to myself was a problem for everybody else. So the next thing I knew, she still began to follow me everywhere I went. And this one particular night, it was me and a couple of other people. Here she is in my area again. Now, all of a sudden, the director of the operating room shows up. And we were all sitting in the area that I was responsible for cleaning, which was day surgery. And she pops up all of a sudden. But I didn't get caught by myself. See that voice? They did something. I was being protected because I could have been back there by myself, but I wasn't. It was me and a couple of other people, so that I didn't. So I didn't go down by myself. But the thing is, she was so dirty. I was pregnant. She had no kind of feelings about betraying me. What if she didn't say, well, what if she loses her job? She's pregnant. She's having a baby. You know, um, I don't want to cause her no problems. She need her medical insurance. All this kind of stuff because I had medical insurance. I had all that stuff. But she didn't care. She was so busy trying to stab me in my back for whatever reason. I don't know. Well, I ended up leaving the hospital. But it was somebody that I knew that I kept in touch with. I used to go see. But see, I was so I still didn't grasp the concept that she was doing anything wrong because I did ask her and she said no, she didn't do that. So I left and I would go this is how simple. I used to go visit her because she wanted me to come look at her house. She had just got a house. And she just brought a brand new car and everything. And so she wanted me to come see her house. So I went to see her house. And then I found out that she was talking about me. Now I'm not working at the hospital no more. Then the lady told me she was talking about me. That's when I stopped going to see her. So I didn't want to see her no more. So then I found out that she had told everybody that I got fired from my job and all this old mess, which I did. And I resigned. I got everything. I got my severance pay. I got all the money that I was entitled to because I stayed on that job for a little while. So I got my little, what they call it, little $2-3 of retirement money that they put in. I got that too. I wouldn't have got all that stuff if I was fired. But she lied about that too. But I didn't do anything to her. I didn't even know why she did me like that for some stinking woman, stinking white woman or whatever. She was just dirty. That's why I say all skin folk ain't kinfolk. Next thing I know, the person that was working, that I knew, had told me that that's all right. See, she got tenfold what she did to me. Her husband died. Not saying anything bad about him because he died. And she lost her house. She lost her car. Her daughter was giving her a fit because she had one daughter, and her daughter was giving her a run for her money because her daughter was her daughter was out there trying to mess around with them boys. So her daughter ran her crazy. The next thing I know, that same mother, she used to talk about her mother like a dog. That same mother she was talking about, she had to get up and move her ass to Virginia to go stay with her mama. Because when the husband died, she lost her house and she was having financial problems because she couldn't pay for nothing. See, that's what the hell you get when you do stupid shit to somebody for nothing. And I didn't know that, we were protected. But matter of fact, I had a lady, that same hospital I was working at, I had a woman too. I got off the elevator and she was getting on the elevator to go and leave. I was gonna get ready to go back to work because I had just came from lunch. And that lady saw me. She got off the elevator and she stopped me and she said, I got something God wants me to tell you. She said he will never leave you nor forsake you. And and at that time I didn't know anything about, well, I forgot. Mother had been tucked away. We didn't know. So she said he, and that was fine. That's all I knew. Ooh, shoot, that's all I knew. And I said thank you. She got back. She pushed the button to get back on the elevator. So that was telling me something right there. I was always protected. I just didn't know anything about anything. Ooh, that's when I was dead. We still sleeping, but boy, oh boy, was I dead. But anyway, so I'm like, all that time, all that protection was around me to the point where the voice told me, don't you dare sit down and don't you put that dust mop out of your hand. And she got caught sitting down. I didn't never lose my job or anything when I resigned and everything, but I did resign. I got everything that I was supposed to get. But she didn't fare too well in the end because she lost the freaking house and her daughter was running around here running after these boys, and she had to move back. She had to move to Virginia to the mother that she talked about like a dog to. See, she didn't fare too well doing shit to people that never even done anything to you. Until a day, well, not that I care. I was just making an example of how dirty, and that color doesn't have anything to do with anything because I had been done dirty. Now I'm here to tell you how it is and you sitting there wondering what the freak did I do to you for you for you to do me like that. And I didn't do anything. I didn't do nothing to her. She used to try to buy me stuff when I was pregnant. She told me, oh, you need, and it's like, I don't want you to buy me nothing. Oh, you need to eat. Like, I'm like, why you buy, just ask her, why you buying me stuff? I don't need you to buy me nothing. Well, I got you. I brought you this and I brought you that. I'm like, I had to stop her from doing that. I didn't want her to buy me anything to eat. I don't know what the hell she could have been putting in it, but I didn't want her to buy me nothing. I wasn't brought up like that. I didn't need you to buy me shit. If I want to eat, I will eat when I get ready to eat. I didn't want her to do that, so I had to stop her from buying. I didn't want her to buy me nothing wrong with her. But anyway, I just didn't get her, and I never did anything to her. But I just wanted you to see, I just wanted you to know that I'm not saying anything to talk about nobody skin color because I just proved to you, oh, I had been done dirty for nothing, just for nothing. And she had the same skin color I got, so it don't really matter. But I just want you to bring your attention because she is dangerous. This woman is dangerous. That white woman ain't no joke. She got a lot to lose. Her status, because she said hi. Yes, she do. Um, and this is what she done with this black little dark skinned voodoo doll, black or whatever you want to call it. And she's sitting there conjuring up shit. That's what they do. They don't have anything to do with themselves but to do shit like this. And it really don't make no sense. Just look at her. I just want y'all to see this. Ooh, but I shared that with you because the great mother had me to write something a while back about her and how she ain't innocent. She right along up there with her man, if not more. And she gonna get what's coming to her too. And she done how many they say that how many our men didn't really want to sleep with her, but her man was so busy grabbing up everything else that didn't belong to him. She felt some kind didn't belong grabbing up everything that didn't belong to him. She felt some kind of way, so he wasn't paying her no attention. So she wanted to sleep around with him, our men. And if he refused to do it, well, something happened to him because she had to make up a lie. So we've been in this shit. We've been tricked all around. I'm telling you, if he didn't do what she wanted, I'm quite sure she done had her legs open plenty of times. Act like she ain't did nothing wrong. Then when it came time, she had to go hide and get rid of the baby or whatever she had to do. She had to go hide and do that. Not to mention how many times she took that frustration out because the husband then got one of our women pregnant, or he's sleeping around when he raping her, and she got some attitude about it instead of dealing with her husband, which she couldn't deal with him because he would have knocked upside her head. So she didn't have no choice but to shut the hell up. And she took her frustrations out on the wrong one. She should have been taking her frustration out on her man. But see, she couldn't do that because this was a patriarchal society. And how dare she fly up in his face? She would have been on the floor because he would have knocked her somewhere far away from him and told her to shut the hell up and sit down because if it wasn't his way, it wasn't going to be no other way. So she had no choice but to deal with it. What the hell was she going to do? Nothing. She couldn't do nothing about it. And she better not say nothing. How dare she say something? So she didn't say anything. She just chose to take it out. How many children she done killed? Because I did read that some years ago. I forgot what it was, where there was this one woman, I'm quite sure it's more than that. She was killing the young children, and she was killing them. They had to do something to stop her. She never got in any trouble for it. Of course she didn't. But she was slaughtering these children. She was just killing them. She was doing all kinds of stupid shit. Yes, she was. Because she dangerous as hell. She dusty and she dangerous. But I just wanted you to see her conjuring ass for what she really is. And those are the ones I'm talking about. They know who I'm talking about. No good ass white women. They ain't no good, ain't innocent, worth a doggone. And just like her man, she will get exactly what's coming to her, along with the mixed multitude of the breeds. They'll get theirs too. Everybody, each and every last one of you, with your crafty counsel that you do. So you send that shit over here while I'm minding my business. And the spirit guides, a great mother, the protectors, my ancestors told me to get the hell up. I had to get up. And I had to do something. And they told me what the fuck to do. So you can't send no shit over here to me. You done lost your damn mind. I done told you. Ain't nobody afraid of you. Nobody's afraid of you. We have protection, solid protection. So what you sent, like I said, you send that shit right back to you. And it don't come back over here. Stay right over there and kick your ass. And then beat your ass for sending this shit over here. Because you stupid like that. That's why I say every what you call demons, all them demons, what you want to call them, those spirits that you done conjured up, they gonna whip your ass. Yes, they are. Each and every last one of them, because you can't pay back the debt that you owe them. You're not gonna be able to pay that shit back. So that means that they're gonna beat your ass because you're not gonna be able to pay them back. They're gonna tear your ass all to pieces. And stop be sending no shit over here. Like I said, no weapon form shall prosper. It can't, it won't. You ain't got no powers over here. None of them, to none of us. You can't send no shit to be harming us. This shit go right back to you. And it gets worse. Sending shit. Minding my business. Wasn't thinking about you. And you acting a damn fool. So you take that back. That's for you. And I just wanted y'all to see her conjuring ass and what they do. Smile in your face. And just dirty as hell. Dirty, low down. Y'all know the song. They had a song, Double Cross. Yeah, you slick ass, just doing all kinds of conjuring and shit. Just I say it again, just take a look at her. Look at her. Now you to try to defend that if you want to. She ain't no damn good. And that's all I had to say about her. Well, her sneaky ass.